Good morning, Jazz. Good morning, E. Good morning, P-Poles. Good morning, Brady. Lit. What's up, Eric? Purple Mango. Rough Trader. Do we have a live stream? Yes, you do have a live stream. Wait, is my mic on? Okay, yeah, it is. I was like, hold up. I look like a clown. Link to today's live stream. Alright, cool. Got it. Well, yeah, I mean, I can open it up, Lilith. Like, I opened it up almost 30 minutes ago. The stream hasn't been online, though. It's just been... I think that's just a notification telling you, because that's me, like, clicking the, like, get ready button, but it's not, like, actually streaming yet. Good morning and happy. We are done with Pal Thursday. We are done with him for now. Like, for today. What's up, Spicy Pepper? How you doing? Pretty good, man. Thank you for asking. What's up, Boo Rock? What's up, Randy? Well, I'm gonna just jump into it. I'll let other people catch in. Yeah, Sandella, let's not talk about that. I meant to delete that. Good morning, Mel. Good morning, King Tone. Good morning. I already said Spicy Pepper. I just love you so much I have to say it twice. Good morning, Jazz. What's up, Wilson? Really like AMD? I actually do like where the semis are sitting. But I'm gonna jump into it. I keep talking. But as you guys can see, as I posted yesterday with my bot, so most of you should have had that information. We did have a bearish kicker yesterday. Ended up being an evening star bearish kicker. Mainly a bearish kicker, though, is how I'm recognizing this pattern against supply. And it's also not the first time we visited here. Of course, we have our supply, but we've actually rejected this twice before. This is the third major rejection, fourth rejection, and now we're actually pulling all the way back down. So we'll be seeing if we have enough strength from bears to keep under 407.50s on the bigger time frame. Possibly test 405, which again, if you go down to the smaller time frame, you can see that's actually where that big bearish move went yesterday after hours. And then, of course, we had the recovery move, a little bit more of a dip, and now it looks like we're going for a retest of that area after failing to get above and hold above the previous day close during pre-market. So they're actually kind of setting us up for a potential move down right at the open, but there's a huge area of demand here. So it's pretty much watch 405 right at open if they can't get over 407.50s. And truly, you really don't want to look for bulls to step in until they're over that pre-market high and the 410.20s. Those are really the two areas you want to wait for. I gave kind of an aggressive level and then the passive level of pre-market high, but you do have 410.20s pretty much sitting right there, kind of at the meat of that low right there, up until they, of course, had that nasty fall end of day. But overall, that's actually the key area to look for above, and this is the key area to look below. So essentially, you could say you have a $5 range about pretty much before the open, again, between 405, 410. Again, with a little couple cents on both sides, because, of course, it's 405 flat here, but it's about 410.20, 410.25 when you go to the upside. So keep an eye on those. That's my game plan for the day, for the most part. I, of course, have way more levels than that when we go to the, daily emerging candles chart, which you can see we're still looking over the same 408.50, the same pre-market high. You have 410 there. You have our 411, 411.50 area from the bigger time frame, the 413, the supply previous day high. And then, of course, we have old demand, which actually got rejected during the pre-market today. So could be seeing this turn into supply. If we end up popping up at open and rejecting this could double confirm that. Not just seeing it in pre-market, but seeing it in open market would be a huge sign. Today I had Nvidia on the list. You guys can see the coinciding levels. We have the pre-market high, and of course the previous day lows is the main concern for what we're looking at for the NVIDIA chart. AMD, if anybody's looking at that, it's not the same exact levels because they actually do have a pretty different pre-market so far. But basically watching under the previous day low, and you can watch above the previous day close for initial buying, but I would like to see a better close over this pre-market high. If you want to go ahead and add that 81.90, maybe even bump it up to 82 so you can give yourself a psychological level to retake. What else on the watch list? Talked about AMD, NVIDIA, and of course Netflix. Netflix, we got that 321 stepping in again. This 321, even though it's from this area here, the supply of this area before the breakout, it actually is a bigger time frame level. We've talked about 321 a few different times on stream. So we have that level to the upside. We're possibly looking for possible bulls to try and take over to possibly move towards 322, 323, 324 area. And then, of course, the break of yesterday's open from Netflix could be very, very nasty. You can see they're actually fighting the previous day close right before open. So that'll be a big deal. Big things to keep on watch, too, sector-wise. And I talked about this a few days to you guys. You'll see here. You know, so when I do that supply and demand, you know, for 20 minutes, it probably didn't help you. But a little bit after that, you could see tech selling off through the lows. And then, of course, going to your other charts and seeing the coinciding breakdowns. That's going to give you extra confirmation that bears are trying to step in. So don't just pay attention to SPY. Make sure you are paying attention to what counterparts of SPY are moving SPY. So maybe in your beginning stages, don't pay attention to these weights as much so you don't confuse yourself. But as time progresses, I would start to look at these weights a lot more and start to point out to yourself, not just to other people, but to yourself, what sector of the market is moving the most. Do we have tech carrying us? Is discretionary carrying us? Is healthcare carrying us? Financials and comms is a combination carrying us? You know, what's going on? What's bringing us down? What's bringing us up? What's holding us to the right? So make sure you're keeping that in mind. Of course, we'll be updating these as as the market progresses. I think I'm going to leave the cleaner chart on today, though. Not going to lie. Go ahead and add that 409.15. Oh. Got our 405 here. Yeah, honestly, I'm probably just going to look at this chart today. It's a little bit cleaner, and I might even jump out to like the 10 today. Do a little like this, yeah. But good morning, everybody tuning in. I am glad to have you all. Please feel free to drop a like on the stream. We just got done covering the watch list, couple weights, couple of the individual equities. We covered SPY on the bigger and smaller time frame. So if you are tuning in just now, be sure to go back into the beginning of the stream and check out some of that information. As well as if you want to type these links in. If you have my Discord or if you're a YouTube member and you're in the YouTube Discord, please feel free to go to those links where my bot posted the chart link so you can also have the exact same levels as me. I just posted that this morning. Market opens in about 50 seconds. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, time to listen to a different song. Oh, y'all are never gonna believe what just came on. That was a legit shuffle. Good morning, JD. Good morning, J-Rod. What's up, Chuck? What's up, Shane? Was it legit? It was a legit shuffle. I swear on it.
All right, everybody, let's hurry up and wait. Good morning. Market's open. Yeah, full ported open. Both dreaming.
Oh, I do need to send this over to somebody. We do have a lower open from previous day close, so keep that in mind. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Leland? We'll grab some water, Devin. You keep them occupied.
What everybody thinking of Jay Powell yesterday? Pretty much saying the same thing over and over again. He's pretty good at spinning the block. Tesla getting pretty selly on the open here, breaking pre-market low. See if it breaks through that yesterday close and yesterday low. Google's breaking through yesterday low as well. Definitely getting some more sellers on tech on the open. Some comms. Nvidia's at pre-market low, broke that at yesterday low now. Helping out Brady's Nvidia, or not Nvidia, AMD. Yeah, creative trade spinning the block. Just kind of spinning in a circle, not really saying anything that puts them in a situation, not really confirming anything, not denying anything, just kind of spinning you. All possibilities are open. What's up, Daffy? So far, 10 minutes just giving us an indecision look. Sitting on our hands, wait to see what we get. Tesla found some buyers. Amazon helping Tesla out. Nvidia about to take out yesterday low in the first 10 minutes. Not looking too hot for that. Tell me how you really feel, Sand Dollar. Nvidia just got some nice dead buyers on it. Turning 10-minute candle green. Tesla getting some nice buyers. Same with Microsoft. Everything that was wick, getting a nice wick to the bottom. Berk B with a heavy rejection. Doing the opposite. Good time to sit on your hands. Amazon pushing up over that pre-market high, leading Tesla because Tesla was selling off. So helping Tesla come up and get some dip buyers.
Huh. I didn't miss anything.
Nope, not at all. couple things that are selling off. They got some nice dip buyers: Meta, Tesla, Microsoft, Nvidia. All got wicked up, but we'll see. Amazon's leading Tesla.
Got a couple minutes for the close of this first 10-minute candle. Apple wicking up, Microsoft wicking up. AMD was all over the place. Nvidia wicked up. Amazon, Tesla pushing back up again. Google wicking up. Meta wicking up. Keep an eye on Netflix, Google, Meta. That sector's down the most. Financials come in second. Healthcare in a third. Close fourth with tech. Sectors that are up would be base, discretionary, energy. Staples are slightly green. What's up, Marente? Good morning, Daffy. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning, Sherman. Sherman, I'll make sure to get you in here tomorrow because I want to hear your voice again. If you have time, of course. And yeah, we have Apple ER today after hours. That'll be big. Good morning, J Lab. Good morning, Cam.
I wonder if Apple adding that the banking services is gonna really add on to their forward projections.
Good morning, Kaizen. Good morning, Chris. Amazon testing yesterday's supply. Let's see what they got. Good call out deep.
Merck, BA, and JPM at their pre-market lows. Financials weak on SPY.
First 10-minute candle pretty much testing the meat of pre-market low. They're going to flush us right through it, Devin?
I mean, they look like they want to.
Keep financials on watch. They're at pre-market low. Comms rejecting. Healthcare pulling down more. Tech pulled down more. Industrial selling.
Nvidia's trying to re-break pre-market low. Yeah, we're popping through it. See, we're going to take out 405.50 real quick, then that's 405 flat. But Amazon could set up a 3-bar play to the upside here through that supply zone, so we got to pay attention on that one still. If we catch support anywhere between pre-market low and 405, could be a nice dip buy on a couple of these. Tesla coming down pretty hard again. Almost at that previous low.
Yeah, SPY's still holding that new low under the 406s and the pre-market low. Could be seeing a continued flush down to 405s. Get this music out of my ears. What is this? Go back to Crystal Shadows, man. Question, the free membership giveaway, did that only last a month? If so, I'll need to purchase the membership. Yeah, I actually did it for almost 2 months, but I decided last month would be the last month I give them away on Fridays. I'll probably return to that, but I want to give it some time, Chuck, because yeah. But yeah, it definitely is worth it if you don't have it right now. I would 300% get it. It's $4.99 and you get over 40 videos. I upload at least every Sunday with my SPY videos, and then any other upload just an extra. And there is other information in there that you can keep as well. There's playlists in there you can go through. It's all kinds of stuff. So take your time if you do get it. I wouldn't just rush into it, but definitely good information in there. It is worth it. Best $10. Yes, spent for me.
Yes.
Inside joke. If you know, you know. If you don't ask.
The video putting in a higher low, coming back above pre-market lows, see if we can take out that midpoint right below 278. The pre-market high above.
There's that new low of day. They're testing that zone below. Sorry, Devin.
Pretty good.
Zone is being tested below, ladies and gents. Again, this is just that same unchart that we all drew together. Okay, awesome, Chuck. Good work then. Oh, you were asking in terms of like you were someone who won and then you just recently lost it from being given. Okay, that makes way more sense. I was curious about that, Chuck, so I'm glad you asked. So I assume that's how that works, though. It takes your access away. Like, let's say I gave it to you. They probably did take it after a month then, yeah.
Went down and almost touched 405 perfectly. See if we can break through it now. Microsoft re-breaking pre-market low. Meta rejecting. Google. Video looking good.
Okay, well, thank you, Chuck. Yeah, I had no idea, so I just assumed that's how it worked.
Starting to print under 405 here. Apple coming down a little bit. See if we can break that pre-market low. XOM breaking pre-market low. Bank still moving lower. Nvidia's still trying to hold. Got about 3 minutes and 30 seconds on this 10-minute candle. Plenty of time for buyers to wick it up over 405, so be careful.
Yeah, I would watch out for any buyer reactions as long as they hold 405, guys. That is the ultimate level on smaller and bigger time frames.
Amazon's still holding a 3-bar play on the 10-minute to the upside, so pay attention on that. Amazon's still very bullish. Sheesh, Sandolly. Russian coffees, man. Got you in sniper mode. If because I got asked a couple questions in my DMs that are the same. So I'm gonna make a video, and if it doesn't get enough likes on the stream today, I don't know what Josh wants to set the goal as. But if it doesn't get enough likes, we'll make it for members only. If we get enough likes, we'll put it out public for everybody. But it's just going to be what I look at on the 2 minute for entry, and like how do I break down from the 10 minute to the 2 minute, and like decipher what candles I'm looking at for entry.
117 likes.
Josh said it, 117. Still flirting with this low a day here, coming down in the last 2 minutes. Sellers are trying to hold strong.
I know some of y'all hold y'all's likes till we ran some new content. If today's stream can get 117 likes, we will drop new content to everyone. If not, just members get it. Pen. I know I'm super literate. 405 is being broken ever so slightly. We're looking for a more confident close under.
Profit, you're trying to do. All right.
Sandbaggers. I will enlist 100 people to like if needed for that video.
Well, you'll get it either way for profit because you're already subscribed to the YouTube. So you're good either way.
Shh, don't tell them that. Give them the sense of urgency.
Yeah,
yeah, you won't get it, man.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get it, dog. Alright, so 4 or 5, last couple seconds of this 10-minute candle, getting some buyers. As was mentioned a couple minutes ago. It's always crazy when areas line up. The 50 to 60% golden pocket for the move down right there rides up with pretty much pre-market low.
Pretty good amount of volume on the reversal candle at the 405. It's not the most volume on the day, but it pretty much tied that first candle. Which, funny enough, happens to both be really small green candles. Come on, guys, only 32 more likes, and you get a new video from Devin. Oh, I got the perfect reply for you, Leland.
By 10 minute has 3 bar to the downside looks. We just gotta wait quite a bit more time to see if that's what it's gonna be.
Already turning that potential short-term bounce into a red candle again. We'll be seeing if 405 is getting more confident break here, if we're going to wick again. Like I said, 405s are important on bigger and smaller time frames, guys. It's the top of an old, I'll zoom over so you can see it. Top of an old demand that turned supply, that turned back into demand short term. Again, they got retaken there, but we'll see if they can defend. If they can defend these lows, it's a very good sign that this area is a potential demand. We do not have confirmation of that yet. Go back to a smaller time frame. $405's break. Look out for pretty much every dollar down as a level up until about 400 flat. And then below that it gets a little bit more dicey.
Good call on Microsoft at yesterday low. See if that's gonna crack.
Still seeing a defense here on the 5 minute. Once we get up to the 9 EMA on the 5 minute, I'll go out to the 10 minute because then I'll know, okay, we're at least there. So we should either get consolidation or we'll see a continuation up to today's open. So if you want to go ahead and mark today's open, be my guest. 406.93 is a very important level. Jay, I just saw what you said. Well, see, if you look at that 5-second chart, there's been a base building, full port calls.
Yeah, the one tick chart's really showing a reversal here.
It's holding the death level. Looking for a lead test the downside. Good eyes, Geo. Like the stream, y'all. Only 16 more likes, and Devin's video will be on the way. You have to go record that still, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, I'm gonna make it public right now.
I was recording it regardless, so I figured we might as well.
Could call out Brady and Eric. Love the updates. AMD won't quit. Still a pretty good distance from where they fell. They pretty much fell from 90 all the way to 81, and they're at 83.30, so they're still definitely at the lower part of that. Microsoft still defending a very, very important area. 304.30s have been very key the past few days.
Short-term time frame is getting increasing volume off the bottom here, so we'll see if that transfers over to our bigger time frame. 4 minutes left on the 10-minute candle. Tesla coming off pre-market low again, coming up towards opening price. Amazon still holding pre-market high. Microsoft coming off that yesterday low. Apple did not have near the sell-off that Microsoft did, still trying to come up. Com still is weak. Nvidia getting over its midpoint. 278 pre-market high areas. The next area needs to get over.
Good call out, Charlie.
XOM getting some nice buyers coming in after that dip.
The 30-second EMA. Everybody's going crazy with this now.
Microsoft injecting back under that yesterday low. Got a minute left on the first 30-minute candle in the market.
All right,
Emmerich
sectors.
O'Connor with the upgrade. Exclusive community.
Hey, member for 1 month. I see you, Cam. Love the HUD work you put in every day. Much appreciated. The community is so. Love you, Cam. Appreciate your activity on Twitter as well, man. I do read y'all's tweets. As crazy as some of them sound. Which actually, it's none of y'all actually see weird tweets from or complaining. I always go to Twitter and I see like random people I don't follow like complaining. And I'm like, why am I seeing these people? Show me my people. But love you, Cam. Thank you for being here for over a month now on the YouTube membership. Appreciate you. Cheers to 100 more. Is that the ticker, Shane? Or is this a member name? I'm just looking over the sectors, guys. I see we have a short-term bounce in tech. Nothing crazy, but the level that it's bouncing from is significant. We do have the extended hours low and the today's low to watch out for. Healthcare kind of rejecting previous day lows. Keep an eye on that one. That could be a big hit on SPY or a big recovery on SPY. It is the second largest weight. Discretionary taking another move down. They've not made a new low of day yet. Keep an eye on that as they are in the previous day lows. Or I'm sorry, 2 day ago lows. Rejecting from the previous day close. Sorry, the sector charts are a lot closer because they have less extended hours, so it like throws me off sometimes. Financials, as we know, have taken a hit from another bank failing. Let's see if they end up cracking the extended hours low, kind of where they made that seller move. Let's see if they can crack that, which again, you guys know I don't care about extended hours lows, but for the most part, if I do see news like this, you kind of just have to kind of keep your eye open because this is definitely important just because this is where they fell from, or fell to, sorry. Comms did keep moving lower. We'll see if they ever slow down. Staples did slow down, see if they get a buy reaction into the previous day low, if they're going to get past that. Energy stale today. And we're just still getting a slight buy reaction from 405. Nothing crazy yet. Tested 9 minute on the 5 minute, or 9 EMA on the 5 minute. 9 minute, Jesus Christ. Now I'm looking to see can the 10 minute 9 EMA get tested with a more meaty candle. All we got was that wick there, so. They're going to see if they can get tested by a meaty candle, see if they can push past it. And if they can on the 10 minute, they can most likely go test 406.93 on the smaller time frames. Good to know they tested the 9 minute on the 5 minute. Dude, I know. Gotta have those double time frame confirmations, you know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. Only 10 more likes or 9 more likes. I can't see the exact amount. 117 likes, and you will get the new Nerdy Bicep video. Oh, okay. Makes more sense, Shane. Nice.
Microsoft still really defended that yesterday low, coming back above it. See if it gets back above pre-market. Oh, that'd be a good dip buy as Apple's trying to creep up and push 165.30.
Four to 5 more likes, guys. Y'all are right on the cusp. I gave y'all a low target today. Y'all got this.
People sleeping today.
I'm pumping y'all up so y'all can get this done.
It's Thursday.
Who's ready for full day Friday tomorrow? Screw the likes on today's stream, right?
Yeah, full day Friday.
Hey, y'all got the like target. Great job, everybody. I will make an announcement when Devin has that video prepared, and then I will make a second announcement when it's uploaded and public to everybody. So when I have it, I will let you all know. Thirsty Thursday. Cinco de Drinko. Oh yeah, we got Cinco de Mayo.
I think that's tomorrow, ain't it?
And today is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you all. Sorry, I had to say it once. How many of you are Star Wars fans? How many of you are not? And then how many of you are going to be celebrating Cinco de Mayo and who's not? Just curious. Cinco de Drinko.
Not a fan, but we'll drink. Definition of my hometown.
New Star Wars, not so much. Pre-Disney Star Wars fan, real one. Star Wars fan celebrating Cinco now since I am not trading today. Hey man, that's a 2-day Cinco de Mayo. I respect it. For real, Vanessa. For real. I hear you out. Qui-Gon, yes. Qui-Gon or Liam Neeson? Question mark. I've never seen them in the same room at the same time. Am I right, Sherman? Old school Star Wars. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. I did not mean new school in any way, shape, or form.
Good call out, Ian. The video is pushing higher. See if I can pop that 278 pre-market higher yet.
Heckin' love Star Wars. Do we have a Canadian viewer? NVIDIA past previous day close. Great job, E.
Microsoft trying to get over that pre-market low.
KT7. Not a fan, but will drink. Respect, respect.
Knocks the Sherman and and Bueller have like the totally opposite hairstyles.
Me and who?
Sherman. He said he's never seen you guys in the same room. But you guys have like such different hairs, not even it's so
Oh yeah,
funny.
Sherman looks like Jesus. I look like 2015 Jonah Hill hairstyle. I've never seen Bueller and Sherman in the same room before. Voice call doesn't count. That's true. It really could be AI. You're right about that. Good job, Noxta. Honestly, Noxta, you could be a detective. I'll have to reach out to my Discord counterparts and see if they can hire you. Microsoft potential lead test. Good call. They are coming back up on that. Even on the 10 minute, that's impressive. On the 10 minute, that's a massive candle. 5 minutes probably overwhelming people right now. But yeah, again, guys, all we have is a short-term buyer reaction. We broke a pretty crucial pre-market level. We had to go down to extended hours low where we, again, I don't normally care about extended hours lows, but 405 lines up on the bigger time frame, and then 2, this is where we sold off to all the way until we finally got this little bit of an actual pump. So that's a good sign. So this essentially tells us if we can break that, anything can happen. Will we ever get to see your face, Josh? I don't know. I don't know.
2,000 likes.
Yeah, if you get 2,000 likes on today's stream, I got you. God, they hold me to it in like a year from now. It pops up and the stream actually does end up having like a dumb amount of likes. Noxta. Process by elimination, guys. Come on. Think logically here. Tesla approaching 160 level may be good buy after that. Good call out, 160.29. Pretty big area. You also have the previous day open, so keep an eye on that. That's really the big one. But like you said, oh, that's 160. Good job. I'll shut up. Google bounced off 104.44, which is that next level below before reaching that 2-day ago low. Above is the today's open as well as 105.50s. And the reason I'm calling out comms right now is because they are one of the weaker sectors. Them and financials, of course. That one's kind of a given. So if you can see them recover at all, that could be a good sign. At the same time, you're still getting that bounce on tech. I think I saw healthcare still holding. Yeah, healthcare is still holding their low of day. So still looking out for possible short-term buyers if we don't keep moving lower. So we'll see if new lows get made or not. Apple is still pushing up just ever so slightly. Slow grind up on Apple in the 10-minute. AMD up in the air after bouncing and flying back through 82s. Possibly see them retest 9 EMA. 10-minute. Nvidia went up to the pre-market high, basically. Short-term rejection right now. Let's keep an eye on that pre-market high if they do end up getting a new high. Amazon going down to today's open, even after that very awesome 10-minute pump. Tesla's been a slow grind down, and they're now testing the previous day open. Just covered that from whoever said that in chat just now. Shadow, great call out, my bad.
Thanks back at the Berkby's at the pre-market, or not pre-market, the previous intraday low. See if they break.
Vanessa. Putting it all on for-profit shoulders. BB Gang meets up and goes to Disneyland. Ooh. You thought the guy in my YouTuber banner was me? Oh no, that is not me. That's actually the real Bueller. Like the real... Here, let me just show you. It's a movie. images. Will I get copyright for showing this? There he is. There's the boy. There's the boy Matthew Broderick.
I mean, I can see it.
We have two completely different faces, color of hair. He actually looks way pastier than me. Like, I'm white, but that dude's white. Great movie, such a class. Dude, it is. It's probably his only good movie. Oh, actually, I take that back. War Games was good. But pretty much any movie since he's grown up has not been good at all. We'll see if 405 ends up breaking. We have a little bit of a H pattern forming at the same time. I think a lot of you guys were pointing out a potential Lee test. Let me go see what that looks like. Yep, a lot of you guys were correct. We rejected halfway point. We're now pulling back down ever so slightly. We'll see if a new low of day gets made or not. Rate Goonies, 10 out of 10.
Hey, you guys.
I always remember him from The Cable Guy. A lot of his classic movies are good. Amazing. Yeah, exactly. Babe Ruth. I haven't finished Succession for profit, but I pretty much finished all of it except the end of the latest season. But I did end up watching it. Succession is a 10 out of 10. It's crazy how many Troy references there are. Because that guy plays Agamemnon. Or Agamemnon. I don't know how to say his damn name. Noxta. You gotta watch it today. Sloth loves Chunk. I'm glad to know my chat's cultured. Damn, Shopify. Did y'all see that? I just saw it from D-Touch's post.
Ooh, they must have did well.
Up 27% on the day. Oh my god, Daffy. I just saw that you were him.
You were him?
Yeah, he's him.
He had shot?
Have you ever met the guy from Spy Kids?
Yeah.
When he walks up and he's like, I'm the guy. That's Daffy.
Sheesh, that's Daffy.
Check this out. And he alerted everyone. I just realized. Good job, Daffy. Don't get greedy. Love it, man.
You did that?
He's him.
He's him.
Good looks, Brady. Keep us updated. Two of some of my favorite equities.
So, if you post an alert, is that like giving you an alert to yourself? New load a day on spot?
Whoever called out the lead test, give yourself a fat pat on the back. 'Cause you got that to the cent. I can't scroll up and see it. Because that didn't ever go back above the 50%.
Yeah, it was clean. I think increasing volume for the sellers on the 10-minute with quite a bit of time left. Still gonna keep coming down. Apple's not selling off. Microsoft's rejecting again. Com's coming down. Oil coming down. Banks coming down.
Oh my, I just went to the trade results and I see nothing but Lee test and retest posts. I love it. Charlie, you were on a roll, man. Keep it going. I love that you didn't have the problem, Charlie, if you're even here. I love that you didn't have the problem of being able to take this size of a gain when the other day you just took a much larger gain. Again, that is a very hard thing for people to do when you ever, like, let's say you have a really, really big day. The next day, you're going to have somewhat different expectations for yourself because you're going to be in a position, let's say you're profiting. That's awesome. But you're going to be at a point where you're like, well, I don't need to cut this. I'm not making as much as I did yesterday. And then now you're putting yourself in an unrealistic expectation. So great job, Charlie, adjusting and being able to take those gains and not be greedy. Seriously, pat yourself on the back. That was 300 IQ. Good job, Creator Trades. I was just looking at yours because I do remember you pointing that out. Very, very important. You called it out when I was on the 10-minute, I think, too. Yeah, because it was this candle. Look at that. Even on the 10-minute, that looked really good. Good job, Creator Trade. You've been sniping those lately, man. Good work. I pay attention. Spy Kids movie cover. Sinful Get to Work. Ah, Noxta. Those can definitely be the worst. When you're finally like, you know what, I've been in this position too long, it's just trading to the right too long. I understand that one. At least you got it to break even, though. You didn't just, like, cut an L, like, on this move randomly and then randomly cut here. You know, you actually gave yourself a little bit of a chance, and you didn't get hurt, so. Worst thing is a little bit to commissions. Shadow, I think he's already taken profits. Maybe he has multiple, and he's scaling out. And there, though, guys, and this is to everybody. I'm not talking to just Shadow. I'm talking to everybody. If you guys are paying attention and you are a member of the Discord and you're in the trade ideas section, don't pressure people who are posting because they don't have to post. You don't have to take those trades. So, again, it's just a really good place for people to put themselves to work in the open, give themselves discipline. Really good spot. Give yourselves those mental... I even saw someone post a mental trade in there. It isn't always just for real trades. You guys can post mental trades in there as well. Entering here. This is my contract amount. This is where my stop is. This is where I plan to exit. Bam. You got your plan beforehand. You're in the play. A few minutes later, or whatever amount of time goes by afterwards, go update it. Right-click it, or hold on it. Reply to yourself and say, hey, it hit my stop, or hey, it just hit my target, or hey, this is what it's done since then. Just updating, blah, blah, blah. You know, give yourself that. That's the process you need to be taking on not just real trades, but mental trades. Good job, Brady. He said natural gas report is in 10 minutes. Let me go look. Dan Yak, you said from 427. I'm guessing you mean this one. Oh, no, you said 427. Oh, you're talking about like how he closed here and then jumped up to here. Is that what you're talking about, Dan Yak? Actually, it's funny you say that because we actually have that marked on the hourly here. So you can see, yes, we have filled it. It was at 40.56 on SPX. Great eye, Dan Yak. Oh, wait, I'm on the 15. Here's the hourly. It looks a lot better. Good looks, Dan Yak. I have a couple videos, Eric. I don't quite remember the name of them off the top of my head. And then, of course, just the plenty of times I covered them in stream. But I can definitely make a new one. I actually have it on my to-do list for the members section. Make a sectors video, talk about each sector, the weights of them, better ways of memorizing them. Just little tips of advice and stuff. Yeah, my bad, Eric. I can't. It's just because they're not like a main... topic in most of my videos. Like if I talk about it, it'll always be like a side topic, so I don't name the video sectors, this and that, but there is information of them on my channel as well as in the Discord. I think you have access in there too, so which there you could just go to the keys channel. And I think the weights are wrong in there because they've updated since I posted them years ago, but the information still holds. Not new low of day yet, but we have broken that meat low yet so far. So keep an eye on that in the 5-minute. I'm actually going to jump out to the 10-minute. It's a little bit more relaxing.
Amazon's been straight selling since that opening push. Tesla's at yesterday low. Microsoft coming back down, getting that new low a day. Super weak new low a day so far.
What does your video cover again? The one that we made them get likes for?
So basically what I look on the 2-minute chart, like, all right, so if I'm looking at something on the 10-minute, right, at a potential entry zone, what do I look at the 2-minute? Like when I zoom down for my entry, like what candlesticks, like what am I paying attention to? So like, all right, this is like what I want to enter on. So like, let's say on the 10-minute, when you're breaking through a pre-market low area, like what do you want to see? Do you want to see, a confirmation below pre-market low on the 2-minute with increasing volume? Is there a 3-bar play on the 2-minute playing out? Just stuff like that.
Okay, I was just curious. Also, remind them, it helped them. Good call out. We did get the break of 160 on Tesla. We just talked about how important that was. Comms did continue lower, so they got even more weak. I saw financials move lower as well. Discretionary move lower. Healthcare move lower, already getting a short-term bounce. Weak push lower, and so same thing for tech. Weak push lower.
Microsoft defending that yesterday low again.
And yeah, we're in that area there. Let's go to an untouched chart real quick. Basically right now the key levels are that level, that level, these are basically the key levels to look out for. So after 405 broke, guys, the pre-market or the extended hours low where we sold off after hours, brought back down, broke pre-market low, rejected it, broke extended hours low, making a new low of day now from it. Now we need to see, can we break 403.70s and 404.36 area. This is now your new area of support to watch out for a potential short-term bounce. We'll see if they end up rejecting that. They end up making a new low under it, then getting a retest for more possible downside. And if so, then we will be seeing even lower 400s. But I just wanted to point out exactly where we're looking right now, just so you see it from a more simplistic view. I'm gonna remove this so y'all can see things a little easier. But good job on the lead test. I saw a few of you guys call that out without me saying anything. So I'm very happy to see that. We've been practicing those so much, I want to start seeing y'all implement them. Regardless of taking a real trade or not, y'all should be at least pointing them out. Which I'm actually seeing a ton of now, so that's great. just realized what that song said. That was deep.
We got less than a minute 30 on our next 30-minute candle and 7-minute candle in the market. Increasing volume coming in from the short term. See if the 10 minutes gonna get it.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm not listening to this playlist anymore. Ah, instant relief. I'm not even a huge dubstep fan, but after listening to so much lo-fi, it is the biggest relief. AMD in the G pocket. Good call out, Evis. I almost thought I was about to read a completely different message. Eric Beard, when you created your spy industry watch list, did you add all of them or only up to a certain weight percentage? Example, 3% and above the industry. That makes sense. So this is exactly what I did, Eric. I'll run back through it. And this is actually something I've gone over a few times on stream just because this is really the only way I look at this stuff. So I go to the spy chart and I make sure my little red number right there is the 1. Make sure that's connected to your screen here. So when you click analyze, it actually shows spy. Or just type in spy, whatever you want to do. But you'll see it shows all this. Ignore uncategorized. But you'll see the top sector is tech. That's what XLK is. You'll see the second largest sector is healthcare. That's what XLV is. Financials. That's what XLF is. And you can see some of them have jumbled around. This was the order when I put them in. I actually just recently updated them, so the weights have been moving around a lot recently. But I actually tried to put them in order of biggest weight here. But for the most part, you want to keep watching XLK, XLV, XLY, XLF, XLC, because these 5 right here account for about 70 to 75% of the market. A little bit more right now, I think, actually. So, a pretty large portion of SPY is just between 5 sectors. The rest of them, of course. The only one I don't have on here is real estate. But I have every other sector of SPY on here. And the uncategorized sector, which we just don't talk about that one. You don't like the same Christmas lo-fi over and over? I don't mind dreaming, and I don't mind the saxophone song, Crystal Shadows. I even remember the name of it. I gave this stream a dislike just so members get the Oh, that's pretty funny. Oh, my bad. I honestly just went to bar chart, Eric, a very long time ago, and I just tried to choose the ones that had the best active options chains, open interest, moving volume in and out of the options chain, that is. And then I tried to make sure I picked top weights from those top sectors, XLK all the way to XLC. But you can see the only one I don't have in here basically is healthcare and financials. But again, if you scroll down, I actually do have them. We got banks here, we got energy, we got healthcare, we got China, we got an airline there, Square, a bank, coin for crypto, another Chinese stock. Of course, IW for small caps. But for the main ones you see me share every day, I'm just kind of choosing the most important ones of the most important sectors. Is pretty much what you're seeing. And I had to choose a smaller list because I do actually like to promote people trying to watch a smaller list of important stocks. And then you can make whatever amount of watch list for whatever other reasons. But to have a good main watch list is always a great thing. And then, of course, promoting the sectors, too, because who doesn't want to know what the sectors are doing, right? My bad, Eric. I read your question wrong. I'm making one right now for profit for the members-only section. Because I have a bunch of videos that just kind of mention it, like it's part of the video, and then all my streams cover it. But I don't have like a video that just covers that, so I'll be making that soon. I also talk about them like literally every day in stream, so don't miss out if you are in here and I'm talking about the sectors. But I'm always going to update them. I always go to just think about where are they, you know, because in my head, try to picture like a line chart. Try to picture like a line chart in your head, if I can get what I want. Try to picture this, right? Think of the line as SPY, right? So this line represents SPY. This basically is telling us every sector is flat, right? What happens when the line does this? Instead of just going flat. Whoops, I'm bad at drawing. So delete that. So SPY is up, then it goes down a little bit, then it goes up. And then you go across the sectors in that same exact time period. Go look which sectors were going up in that time. And you'll see a lot of the time the majority of the bigger weights are moving up. And then what happens during that time? Sometimes this can be two different variations. A couple others, but these are the two main ones. One would be that the majority of the sectors are just slowing down, and then they're about to get their 80% entry. Or you're seeing a transfer of sectors where a lot of those ones that were carrying us are reversing, and the ones that were dropping are now going back up. So that's why you get that dip right here. You get that equal dip. And then you get that reversal. The continuation of either of those variations would be one, the bigger weights that were carrying us here and then slow down are continuing to carry us. And then you have these side sectors which didn't carry us initially, who started to pick up during this drop, not weighing as much, of course, as the big weights, and then it kept continuing higher, basically seeing a sector rotation on smaller time frames. So that's essentially how you try to think about the sectors when you're looking at them in correlation with SPY as a whole. So if tech's falling through the floor, healthcare is falling through the floor, discretionary is falling through the floor, financials have gap down, you saw comms gap down, there's a very good chance you're seeing a red candle on your chart or a lower open on that chart. But hopefully that explanation makes sense. I will be doing a video very soon on that because I understand it is a very important topic.
Yeah, some buyers coming in, getting back up here towards 405.
His voice sounds like the one from Bueller's Day Off. Oh.
Microsoft gets over 305. I like it for as many times as it's defend yesterday low.
Alright, sorry y'all had to hear me machine gun type. I had to type something.
fastest fingers in Texas.
If I move states, am I the fastest in that state?
Maybe.
I'd move to Ohio, but I can't. You know.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah, there's no geolocation. The polls don't know where you are. There is no long lat. I have to go through a portal or some wardrobe or something to get there. Good job, Mel. Very happy for you. 3% weight or more of any watches. Just wanted for those. Yep, that seems to be the same direction, Eric. I don't really have like a number in my head when I'm looking at it. I just try to think of bigger weights. Not added to my sector watch, but added to my industry watch list. No, you're good. That was a great question, Eric. I'm glad you asked it because there's probably like 20 people in here who don't know how to ask that question but want to ask it. It's not even that they don't want to ask; they probably just don't know how to ask it. It's hard to ask these kinds of questions when you're looking at these kinds of things. You should see some of the conversations me and some of like the mods in my chat have. It's just like sometimes we'll just be like, "Oh yeah, it's like that," or like that, and it's like, "Oh, it clicked, duh." You know, there's no actual like real explanation. Sometimes just like a click moment. Sometimes. All right, saxophone time.
Saxophone breakdown.
Do y'all have the links to my watch list? I already sent them out, but if y'all want them, I can reshare them again if there's a few people in here who weren't there for that. Leland, insane job. Beat Mel by 1%. Mel's like finally getting like multiple dubs against Leland, and he beats him by 1% today. The cheaper you go when you buy, the bigger the percentage. Yes, that is true. It's all of the riskier the outcome, but if you do end up getting those big flush moves on those farther OTMs, then you are going to get a pretty crazy percentage. That is why Leland takes advantage of those, Mel. Sometimes, Mel, I've even gone pretty far to the money, and I'll see he's still 2 more out than me, and I'm like, how is this man doing this? Leland just has a very, very clear understanding of his levels, the areas, how he wants to take them, so it provides him with the amount of confidence needed to take those kinds of trades. It isn't something you just wake up and you're like, I'm going to start making 200% every trade. Nope. Good try, though. I just give him a song. 200% minus 1-0 is good enough for me. Wait, what? 200% minus 1-0 is good enough for me. So it's 20%. 20%. I had to like read that 3 times. Be like, wait. I wanted to believe that it was 200% though. After reading it 3 times, I still wanted to believe that you got 200%. I was very happy for you. I mean, 20% though, Andy. That's really not anything to not be happy about either. I mean, that's a great gain. I think too many people sleep on percentages these days. People see like 5%, and they're like, "Oh, I only made this amount." It's like, well, hold up. How much did you use in the trade though? You know, that's kind of what pivots that amount. So I'm glad that's good enough for you, because that's worth it. For real, Jack. It's 15% more than a bank gives nowadays. It's 20% more than what FRC gives out these days. Ooh, too soon, too soon. And look, guys, there was a new promotion made today. Daffy got mod today.
He's stepping up.
Look, see, I told y'all. There's Sherman. Got my boy Marente. Marenti. Nobody has cooler mods than I do. Well, I actually gave him special perms, Nox. He actually had perms to do that, even without that. I gave him special perms and trade ideas. I have seen Daffy grow into a badass trader, so I like to give him the room he deserves. I almost should just call it Noxta and Daffy ideas, almost, though. Though I think because of you, Noxta, I think more people are starting to post in there. So I would like to say you are one of the main reasons that channel's moving still. That's the cool kids club. We don't get to sit with them. I'll give you my garlic bread, Jack. We'll be homies. We're getting a very nice pump on SPY here. Not crazy volume. But I see Apple making a new high of day. We are getting a slight bounce in AMD. Microsoft's pumping, so tech might be a good cause of this. I also see discretionary tickers moving up as well as comms. So guys, what sectors are helping us move higher? We have a combined effort. So is SPY going to represent rising volume? Probably not. Right at the beginning? Probably not. Because it's a collective.
Quick test the 9 on the 10-minute here, so we can get over it.
Healthcare bounce too. And this is why a lot of you guys will sometimes ask, like, how come we're moving up so much on low volume? It's like, well, you don't need high volume to move up higher. It is nice to see that confirmation, I won't lie. It is nice to see that passive confirmation, but is it needed? No. It's just higher probability. But that's what that happens a lot of the time. You end up getting a lot of your sectors moving up higher, and then you're like, well, SPY doesn't really have any volume. Why is this moving so much? It's because it's a collective. Yeah, rest in peace, 0 DTE puts, for real. Those dudes just got screwed. We showed y'all why, though, man. We went down to that daily time frame. I showed y'all what is actually here, exactly why. What needs to break for this to actually sell off more. This is pretty much our last line of defense here. Before seeing possibly 402.50, maybe even 400. Fed just bought the dip. Evis. No, you didn't. Evis. Alright, let me try to see what you marked here. Okay, so you went from the low of the day to the high of the day. Alright, I see how you got that. And you bought this. Did you buy the end of this candle, Evis? Man, that's a pretty insane trade, I'm not gonna lie. I like that you had confidence to buy as it was still holding above the golden pocket. It had pretty weak volume in all of these candles here, weak price action in general. And then you got that pump that just happened by a lot of these different sectors just now that helped out SPY. See you later, people. Thank you. And good job on the video, man. I didn't realize you were in here. I'm so sorry. I would have said something sooner. But I did actually watch your video, dropped a like, comment. I'm glad that a lot of people in chat checked it out as well, because I actually did think it was a very quality video. I hope you make some more of those. I gotta sub box you today. If you make videos and you're part of the community, I will sub box you, no questions asked. Devin, I'll be right back.
Just starting with this 9 EMA on the 10-minute here and the 405 level. Need to get above that to keep going towards pre-market low at 406. So nice little dollar increments. If not, watch out for the break of previous intraday low. Tesla getting closer towards that pre-market low, breaking over the 9 on the 10-minute. Microsoft still trying to hold, come up, get through the midpoint at 305.90. if we take out this previous intraday push right here to get towards going towards 406, retested the 2-minute 9 EMA, pushing up off of it. Microsoft getting close to that midpoint. Tesla's at pre-market low. Most stuff getting a dip by here. NVIDIA at pre-market low. Got 4 minutes on this next 10-minute candle and 30-minute candle. Mel, you're a crazy trader. Yeah, you're beating up the market. Not too much going on here, just flirting around with the 9 on the 10-minute and 405. Starting to come back underneath of it here.
Jesus, Mel, that's the first thing I come back to read. Oh, I need to sub-box peepholes before I forget. How's everyone in the stream so far? How are y'all doing? Just checking up on you all. Pooted and zooted. Heard that. Doing good. Just enjoying the vibes. Same, man. It's good to get some trades out of the way and just enjoy the rest of the day. Even if you're just still on the chart, it's just nice to know you don't have to do anything. You just relax, be comfortable, watch how the price action moves. Which I actually think you won't get as much action after this drop. You might have maybe a good move into lunchtime or maybe after lunchtime. But you guys got to remember, Apple earnings is after hours today. So a lot of people are going to be thinking about that and just sitting on the sidelines. So you might actually have a pretty low volume day today. Wife has food poisoning, so I'm home on dad duty. Aw, man. That sucks. Hope she gets better soon. One paper cut, but this AMD call right now is insane. Doing good, Green Candlestick. Thank you for asking. Feeling pretty good, man. Money made. Even with the short-term pop here on the 10-minute, we are still getting a rejection of the 405 from underneath. So keep an eye on that and the 10-minute 9 EMA. If we can get a push over both of those, you could see a more aggressive buyer move above them towards 407, today's open. If we get a continued rejection, could be seeing a retest of today's low. I would also not be surprised about the third scenario where we just keep jump roping around 405 and just get kind of a boring consolidation period. We'll see, though. Those are the three different scenarios in front of us right now. We are still just making higher lows. I mean, lower highs, sorry. I keep talking backwards. Hey, Jack. Oh, yeah, he has shown us the garage before. Oh, no, that was your shop I think you showed us. I don't think that was your garage. Never mind. I was thinking of the picture you sent a while back where it was like you in like a bigger shop. It was like you and a few dudes working on like an engine or something in there. Bunch of dudes throwing monkey wrenches around. That was work. Okay. At first I was like, damn, this dude's got a huge garage. Yeah, that was it. It was when he was forcing his coworkers to watch. They're like, put the football game back on. Yeah, if you want to, Jack. Yo, for profit. Let's go, dude. He said, didn't wait for the setup and went red. And went red 5 minutes into the open. Lead test helped get back to the green. Time for a drink. So he's highlighting that he did take a trade that was down 510, and he had to make not just the 510 back, but then even more to even profit on the day, and he did just that. Pretty much doubled his losses almost. That's pretty crazy. Great job for profit, staying in the fight, not just getting ruined by a loss and just, breaking down. I'm very happy for you, man. I know how much of a struggle that has to be too, man, because you see that much down, you're like, oh god, how am I going to get this back without pulling something out of my ass? And then you find a lead test and you're like, okay, well, at least there's some reasoning here. So I'm very happy that you didn't just randomly find another trade to get your losses back, that you actually waited for a limited type entry to get yourself into a more higher favorable trade. So I'm very happy about that. Round of applause to For Profit right there.
Tesla coming up towards the midpoint. Amazon coming back up towards pre-market high.
Call out Charlie. Said HD's popping over the 200 EMA in the 3-minute.
Up into that previous recent high here on SPY. See if we can get over that going towards 406.
Good job, Noxta. Yo, Tobias, where you been, my friend? I missed you. Well, to be fair, I haven't been streaming every day, so it's my fault too. But I missed you, regardless. What's up, Shane? I was looking for this gain. Let me go look for it. You said, bro, wait till y'all see this gain. And the way I just saved myself, holy shit. Trimmed 20%, ate the Hulk candle on half my position, just fumbling. Bought the top of the crime candle because I scalped those off. The new average came 0.67 because I bought top at 0.55. I bought the other half back. In parentheses, really ballsy. Then I sold 17% on the way out. Sold in full that time. He said, y'all are in the stream talking about put side being crushed. I was with them. Was about to go cry. He saved himself though. That's funny as hell. Good job, Shane. Very happy for you. And good job actually giving yourself reasoning too, not just saying, well, at least I hope that you were using your reasoning to average that down. Randomly buying can be very, very bad. Very, very nice pump, Noxta. That's going to help you out a ton. Don't be scared to take profits early. Yeah, Noxta, definitely take advantage of that.
Yeah, fine.
Man, that was a very nice pump.
Yeah, right into the opening price. Good spot to take profits.
Good job, Noxta.
Tesla getting over that midpoint, and Amazon's getting over pre-market high. Microsoft's almost towards pre-market high after an impressive hold at yesterday low and rally off the bottom.
They made the low at that other spot we have in the other chart we drew with them. And then the higher low came in pretty much right at 405, around 9 EMA, 5 minute. I bet the 10 minute looks even better. Yeah, it looks way better.
The 10 minute on this last previous candle, you want to take the 50% of that candle so we can see if we get a potential 3-bar play here. As long as we hold that, you're looking pretty bullish.
405.56. Really good push up by a lot of sectors. Again, we initially talked about this in that first initial push. We had a majority of sectors picking back up. Tech has recovered a good amount. You've seen healthcare recover up to just under their today's open, nothing more than that. Discretionaries really just popped back up to their yesterday low. Financials back up to that very scary spot they dropped down to last night. Or yesterday afternoon, I guess you'd say. Comms have gotten back over the 10-minute 9 EMA as well as the 57.75, your Meta, Google, Netflix sector. So we are seeing a collective hold and short-term bounce, which is why you're getting such an awesome and aggressive reaction on SPY. So it's not just one sector leading us up, so it's a little slower. It's multiple sectors, so it's happening a lot faster. Quick math. On SPX, for you SPX traders, 40.72 and 40.75 right here is a known resistance that will need to be broken for buyers to show any strength higher. Took one trade today, lost 40 in 2 minutes, didn't feel good at all, and called it a day. Futs were hard today. Saw like 5-10 buyer. Yeah, definitely, especially after yesterday too, Tobias. Definitely a little awkward looking. Always the technical reason would rather sold the loss if there was no real setup for me, but I was kind of seeing through it slightly as it was rejecting my line. 21 was up there as well, just played it smooth. Good job, Shane. Very happy for you, man. Round of applause for Shane. You start up too much work. I feel that's a bias. No, you always have a home here. Always glad to see you. So for the rest of now into the rest of the day, you need to see how we react to today's open and 407.60 for possible more upside, which is still limited because you have the pre-market high and the very impressive 410s up here. So those are the levels of the upside. To the downside, I've already shown you guys 405 is the ultimate level on bigger and smaller time frames, and we charted together on the daily time frame just to show you what else is around on what's next for us to continue lower. 403, it's about 70. Is pretty much that last level of defense. So keep an eye on basically this general vicinity. For smaller time frames to the upside, as I just covered again, you're watching that pre-market high, which again, I know that's not pre-market high. It's a little bit over here, but I'm just marking 409.15. And then, of course, that previous day low right here, where they kind of had that low before the event happened. So I would keep an eye on 410.30, 409.15. You have a couple other bigger important levels there, but that's initially your range, those between 409 and this 403.70 now. It went from 405 to 410 to a little bit lower. So I'd keep watch on that for the rest of the... I don't know why the music stopped. Keep an eye on that for the rest of the day. Bigger time frame, completely different story. Well, not really. Kind of the same, really. We have gone down and tested potential demand. Again, I'm still calling it potential demand because we haven't really gotten that for sure buyer move off of this. Again, we had that lower open and they had that bullish kicker, but I'm still not liking that until we see a better base here. So potentially turning this old it was demand, but it was turned into supply after a very, very nice rejection and continuation down. Another retest out of the area. So now we're potentially seeing the supply turn into demand. We also still have supply from where we just rejected. So this is our range on the bigger time frame between these two blue areas. This is what we'll be watching going into the next couple days. Next couple weeks even. But I am going to end the stream there. I think we had a pretty successful stream to the downside, and I think we have a lot of awesome scenarios moving forward on both bigger and smaller time frame. Cannot wait to catch up to these moves going into tomorrow as well. But if we were to close like this, I would like to see if we can go fill that tiny gap or if we're going to retest this low again. Those are really the two areas I'm most concerned with short term going into tomorrow on the bigger time frame. I haven't watched it in a long time, Shane, but on the monthly, the weekly, and the yearly charts, if you go to those, Shane, the really, really bigger time frames, those will show you a ton of awesome TA for what gold possibly has. So let me show you. I already have it charted, so I can cheat. Monthly, you can see the monthly actually does kind of represent a big cup and handle. So you could actually be seeing new highs be made by gold very soon. New highs is in all-time highs. See, 2089 is essentially the all-time high, but they're already past the meat of that candle there. So what you're looking out for is, can May potentially close higher? And if so, if May can push gold higher, gold can potentially push towards 2100, 2200, and so on. But yes, gold has been on a pretty crazy rally. So as silver, as you can see, they're a lot lower from their all-time highs, but they also represent what could possibly be forming a little cup and handle type move. So I would keep that on watch. But remember, guys, full day Friday. Be sure to check out a lot of the content. Join the Discord if you guys want to get more updates, more trades by some of the members in chat, more information all around, and just good conversation. It's good to just talk to people within the community, get to know everybody. But love you all. Hopefully to see you all tomorrow for the full day Friday stream. I'll be sure to post my links and everything before open, and we'll go through the list and everything. We'll do all that. But tune into the Discord. We'll see you guys later on.